would like to hand this over to Abhijit. Abhijit, he heads our entire campus unit. So please give a round of applause to him. Abhijit, please join us. And he'll share a little bit more about how Apna is creating that equitable access and opportunities for leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. A very good evening, and thank you for taking the time on a Friday evening. And whenever Sid would not want to sell, he would want to pass on the mic to me. So I'd not take more than 5 minutes of your time to talk about what we do at Apna. But before that, I'd also want to share 2 cents on why we started Nation Builders. So if you look at Apna, we are a very young startup. So we came into existence about 5.5 years back. And when you are very new, you of course, the only way to learn about the businesses, which are very mature, early career businesses and others, is to speak to leaders like you. That is when the inception of Nation Builders happened. And post which you would see that we have been able to publish some of the playbooks. In fact, we are also on the way to publish another one. And would love to brainstorm. As Sid was mentioning, we also do something called Campus Inc., where we call the Ministry of Education, the ICT chairman, and the leaders like you to also influence policy making. Because many a times, when we talk about some of these ideas, if it does not reach policy makers, it becomes super difficult to also execute at the apex level. Now with that, so talking about Gen Zs, I think Zillions are the largest population. This is the largest generation in India and across the world today, about 377 million strong. And with that growing generation, there are a lot of their own challenges. There are a lot of things that we also learn from them. And we unravel some of this as we progress. But the prime idea for a platform like Apna is to provide an equal opportunity to each and every individual out there. So that you touch the lives of probably somebody in a tier 3 city, where you not only impact their life, but the families around them. Because let's admit this, that today in India also, 1.5 lakh is the per capita income if you look at the bottom of the pyramid. So how do we create that impact together is something we are here to together solve for. Can we go to the next one? Yeah. So with about 5.5 years of the journey that we have traveled, in fact, I'm really happy to share with you that we became one of the fastest unicorn in India. In just about 21 months, Tiger, Sequoia, Lightspeed, they came on board. Today we generate about 345 crores of revenue with more than 1,000 crores in our bank account. And that has been possible with, of course, 1,000 plus enterprise that we work with, about 2 lakh plus MSMEs who would come to our platform and use different services on the platform. Can you go to the next one? There are 3 product suites that we have. So one that we talk about hiring software, much like a job platform. You would have a lot of them in India today. And we are highly differentiated in terms of the AI enablement that we bring to the platform. Maybe post this session, if you're interested, would love to have a conversation around this. Then you have the campus solution, where we partnered with AICT. We are the only official partner of AICT in India today. And we are connected to about 42,000 colleges and close to about 4 crore freshers between the experience of 0 to 2 years. And the third is, of course, the AI agentic interview layer that we have created on the platform. So today, in fact, we have a separate team altogether. We call it Blue Machine. So we have about 100 engineers who actually work on AI day in, day out. And as we discover, you'd realize that we sit on the cusp of technology today at Apna to automate a lot of things that you do. In fact, the way you have physical employees today, I'm sure the day is not far where you will have an AI employee as well in your organizations. Can you go to the next one? Now for Apna Campus AI, I'll just take 2 more minutes. I understand, we really want to jump, and for us also to learn from your experiences. So there are 3 things that we solve for when we talked about how do we go and solve for campus. So the first is, of course, the distribution. Because in India, we have about 52,000 colleges. So it is very, very difficult to crack all of them, and for any other company to go to so many colleges at once. So we created the largest reach along with the ICT and some of the other government partnerships. The second, we also emphasized on the engagement that you do with students. So what happens today, and I'm sure as we unravel some of the conversations, in fact, Deloitte report of 2024 mentioned this, that if a candidate has more than 2 offers, 50% of them actually went for a lower offer because they were able to connect more with the value and the ecosystem of the organization. So how do you really engage well and deliver your EVP to somebody is of paramount importance. The third, of course, is the AI prowess. So we created a platform where the agentic AI solution on one single click will reach out to all colleges, all students, screen it for you, and give it to you a very custom curated, stacked candidates at your disposal. Can we go to the next one? So a quick on number stats, so 42,000 colleges, 7 out of 10 freshers, they start their career on our platform today, 20 plus streams, we would be 5x than the nearest competition, and of course we run the ICT career portal, right? Yeah, next one. This is a small video, we'll just play it for about 90 seconds or so.
Introducing Apna Campus AI, an AI force engine for campus hiring and employer branding, built for scale, speed, and the next generation. With Apna Campus AI, you can access 4 crore students from 42,000 plus colleges across India and establish your brand as the employer as well. Here is how it works. Let's say you want to hire 100 software development engineers from the top 300 NIRF engineering colleges, each specializing in computer science and IT, with a gender diverse talent pool and a minimum CGPA of 7. Step 1. Just enter this as a prompt. Our AI instantly understands your requirements and generates a customized contest plan only for you. Step 2. Choose the selection round. Coding tests, gamified assessments, AI interviews, or whatever fits your hiring criteria. Step 3. Your hiring campaign is packaged with the company branding and custom messaging ready to launch. Step 4. Target specific cohorts, for example, BTech students in South India. Step 5. Click Recruit. Within 60 seconds, your contest goes live to millions of students from your target list. They start taking AI interviews and your interview pipeline begins to build automatically.
Priya, can you highlight your best work in short?
So I created a blog plus email series for a student startup. It boosted their site traffic by 40% plus helped them get 200 signups in a month.
Top brands like PwC, Axis Bank, Genpact, and many more are already on it. Not because it's cool, but because it works. So Apna Campus AI isn't just a platform, it's a move to make campus hiring and employer branding in India smarter, scalable, and inclusive. Are you in?
Yeah, thank you for that, Sid. Can we go to the next one, please? Yeah. So we do have a full stack of AI proctored solution. These assessments then go deeper into MCQs, your coding assessments. They also do AI interviews for you. And then the next one. So we have a few success stories for you. So we work with PwC. In fact, this is the second year that, in fact, today was the launch for the PwC Campus Container, the second edition that we are doing. And from just 15 colleges, we had close to about 1,700 students coming only for the launch event. So we have been able to engage with them really well. When PwC came to us, I think one of the things that a lot of brands face is the infant attrition was very high. So they wanted to solve for infant attrition, and then their leadership, which have been there in the organization for about 10, 15 years, they kind of came on board, devised a program where the entire leadership comes at Leela Ambience in the finale, interact with all the students possible, and then they start nurturing the talent very early. So from the previous year when they did it on the other platform, so we have been able to grow in terms of registrations by 250%. We have been able to get close to about 70% more submissions from last year to this year. And then again, we continue to do it for 2025 as well. Samagra Governance, which is one of the largest consulting house for the government agencies. If you have Aadhaar IDs, you would know that Samagra is the partner which executed it for India. So they came to us because they wanted to host a very unique program where the mentorship is provided by the ministers and senior IS officers. And then we sort of, when they went live on our platform, we had more than 50,000 submissions, 50,000 registrations. And in fact, from last year to this year, they had close to about 6x submissions. Is because what happens is when you do a hackathon like that, you actually give them a real life problem for a state to be solved. So they had 6x submission from the last time around, and we continue to do the second edition for them this year as well. And Genpact, I'm sure some of you will have their processes, back offices in India. And the acquisition cost at such a scale is something of paramount importance, and that is where we helped them reduce the CAC by approximately about 20%. In just about 3 weeks, they were able to roll out 120 plus offers from our platform. And then NinjaCart, which is another unicorn in India. So they came to us because they wanted to hire interns and convert them into full-time employees. In just about 10 days, we had about 53,700 students coming to our platform, where we helped them with AI assessments, AI interviews, and then reduced their interview to offer funnel from 5:1 to 3:1. So that way we have been able to create significant impact. Now with that, of course, I want to pass on the baton to Nishit. Nishit is from SHRM, a senior leader, and would want, and if you could give a round of applause for Nitish, please. Thank you.
Fantastic, lovely to see this audience on a Friday evening. Thank you so much for turning up, being here. My name is Nishit. I lead one of the businesses for SHRM, which is the consulting and the capability building unit. We do a host of capability building solutions for